One thing that people are not always fond of is the Bing search that can be found on certain Verizon devices. And I'm going to search for Dairy Queen here. Hit enter. We'll see what kind of results Microsoft Bing gives us. You see a local search. That is the closest Dairy Queen in the area. You can tap here to go through to Bing Maps. Pinch zoom gestures, all that kind of stuff, pretty cool. See if I can search on something else with the voice search. Pizza Hut. And here we go, local Pizza Huts. Bing Maps also works in landscape mode, of course. You can tap on any of those to get more information or get directions. And as you can see, we've got directions from Bing, but there's also VZ Navigator, Verizon's excellent navigation system, preloaded onto the device. Generally that costs $10 a month, although it's included with some plans, I believe. Here's another full screen widget for photos. You can see it gets the aspect ratio a little wrong. You'll notice that a little when you see me. Actually, my head's taller than that. Everything gets squashed down a bit, but it's still pretty cool to have that kind of access from the home screen. Notification up here. You can see we've got music controls, shortcuts to vibrate mode, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. It's Bluetooth 3.0 support here, GPS and airplane mode. It's also worth mentioning that Verizon is going to be selling a wireless charging back for this device. It's not available at this time though. In the storage settings of the device, so as you can see, we've got a 16 gig SD card, about 15 of that is available. It's also 16 gig internal with another 12 available to users, so you've got a lot of storage space here. You can drop down to the About phone and you can see we're running Android 2.2.2. Here's the Contacts application. It has that same nice finger tab down the right hand edge that I really like. Pulls in, you can see pulling in contacts from Facebook and Twitter as well as from a Gmail account here. Support for groups, and of course here's the phone dialer itself, but we'll go back to contacts for that and grab one of the test accounts and dial that number. Turn on speaker.
The Google Voice subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
And you can see we can get back to the call from elsewhere just by tapping here. This is the email client. It supports multiple accounts. You can use IMAP, POP, Exchange accounts. Switch over to one of the AIM accounts. Test message with some HTML support, so you can see how it works. You can see more information down here. This one has some formatted text. Also work in landscape mode. Got a Gmail client as well. Going to flip over to down here and go into one of the labels for just starred messages. And then we can pull up that same formatted text test. No multi-touch support though in Gmail. There's that same HTML email we saw before. Here you can see we've just received a new text message up in the notification area. I can swipe down, see the message, or tap through to get into the text messaging system. Nice threaded system with little bubbles, the contact photo for the person I'm swapping messages with. And I can send a quick reply. Here's that reply you requested. Swipe's a really nice system. and off it goes. Of course, also have landscape support as well, but it gets a little bit more difficult to manage because of the small window here. You do get access to the larger keyboard in landscape mode though, and you can also switch back to the default LG keyboard, which has its own prediction systems. The LG Revolution comes preloaded with Twitter and Facebook apps for LG specifically. You can see this is the Twitter app right here, and I can long press the home button down the bottom of the screen to get to recent apps and quickly switch over to Facebook. You can then configure LG's Friends Plus widget to show status updates from those people using, either through Facebook or Twitter. Here's the 5 megapixel camera. See the flash activated there. Take a photo. You have to press the new button though to take another photo, which kind of slows you down a little bit. Pretty decent interface otherwise though. You can see all the different options. I'm at 1 megapixel right there. I switch it to 5 megapixels. Check out the ISO setting and manually set it to 400 for example. Then I can take another photo, just long press on the shutter button. I can recompose if I like, let go, take the photo, and view some of them just by tapping here. Also have videos there, 720p video recording capability. The device has other features like the 4G mobile hotspot and stuff like that. It's a pretty solid device overall. There's some UI quirks as you saw with the main menu, and sometimes it lags a bit unexplainably. Battery life, it's hard to say. Some people are going to be able to get through a full day with this depending on how they configure it, how many email accounts, social networking feeds, and that kind of stuff. But it's a bit of a battery hog. It's not going to be as good as a non-4G device at this point. It just seems maybe the chipsets aren't as optimized. We see all the 4G devices so far, the real 4G devices, LTE devices, and WiMAX devices have been real battery hogs. It's still kind of the case with the Revolution. This might be the best of Verizon's offerings so far in terms of battery life. Pretty solid device. Comes with a hefty price tag though, $249.99. So not cheap by any stretch, but I definitely like it. It's got good HDMI output here, and we use that to watch some Netflix videos while we're on vacation. So a handy device to have around. That's LG's Revolution for Verizon Wireless, and I'm Michael Orl from MobileBurn.com.